Yeah, interestingly enough, you can cast multiple versions of that spell, stack the effects, and you can actually get to the armor cap by doing that. And that's you can't do that with in Skyrim because if you cast, let's say you cast Stone Flesh, right? That has armor rating of 60. I see the ass end of something right there. Oh, and a little bit lower. Dwarven Suppository. Oh, no, not quite. But let's say you cast Stone Flesh, right? It gives you 60 points of armor. And then you follow that up with Oak Flesh, which has 40 points of armor. You don't get 100 points of armor. The second spell cancels out the first one. Balls. Some mages down there. And they're going after the deer. I need a heavier bow. These trajectory things are... Oh, come on. Headshot. Finally. A headshot that's actually a headshot. Is that a flame atronach? Let's go shoot that too. So yeah, if you do that in Skyrim and then you end up with one cancels out the other. That is a flame atronach, isn't it? Yep. Hello, I see antlers. Ah, man, so close. That was a tasty arrow. You know, because I shot him in the mouth. Get it? I told you my sense of humor is stupid. There you are. You're going down, Flamey. Well, I mean, if you stop moving. Here, let's not waste the resources. Alright, where did you go? I wonder if it dissipated. I guess if it was a summons, it would dissipate. Oh, there you are. Okay. I love the way they explode. Let me see if there's anything out here. Like a summoner. There we go. Well, we could wrap this up now. It's kind of dark. But anyway, on the subject of the shield thing, one of the things about Oblivion that's kind of cool is that a lot of the spells can be used as enchantments. You don't have to go and get an enchantment completely separate from the spell. So shield can be used as an enchantment. And the size of the soul that you have trapped in the soul gem will determine the rate of the shield, you know. So you can have, like, you can enchant 2 items with shield and then cast the spell of shield and hit the armor cap. And it's, I mean, you can, if you're going to play a mage, you don't need to wear armor. You literally don't even need to bother wearing armor. And in fact, transcendent sigil stones. There's something moving over there. And there's a deer right there. Headshot. Nope. Shot him in the ass again. Alright, what about that thing? It's probably a wolf. Nice weather for hunting. There is that. Saber cat. That's a good shot. Went through both lungs and the heart. Might as well grab some of these. Mix them with those chorus eggs and make a... Damn you. Easier said than done. Making visibility potions. The last ones I made, I think we were getting 102 seconds. That's pretty insane. I still saw something else moving over here, aside from the saber cat. And something was moving down this way. Yeah, so anyway, the transcendent sigil stones, that's what you get. You have to remove that from the main tower when you go to close an Oblivion gate. In order to close it, you have to remove that. I don't think Skyblivion is going to have sigil stones. Or at least not enchanted ones. But anyhow, the thing about those is they'll have, some of them have enchantments on them. And the really good ones will have like fire shield, frost shield, shock shield. And they were like 25%. And what that does is it not only gives you... There. Nice. It not only gives you fire, frost, or shock resistance of 25%, it also gives you shield of 25%. Those are extremely valuable. So what I normally did was, and I just saw another one. Wait, let me grab your stuff. I just saw another saber cat. There you are. Headshot. No, that one was in the kidneys. So I would enchant one article of clothing with fire shield, one with shock shield, and one with frost shield. And I have 75% armor rating right there. And I could do that on clothing. And it was advantageous to use clothing. Because if you're wearing armor, your spell effectiveness is reduced. And it's reduced a lot. It's in the beginning, it's reduced like 20%. And I mean, that number will get smaller as your skills get better. But there's always going to be some reduction in your spell effectiveness if you're wearing armor. Any armor. Even if it's just like leather gauntlets. Thought I heard something breathing. Yeah, it's a sure sign of a tumor, right? It's not a tumor. So yeah, that was always the way to go, to get those particular sigil stones. Another hole of mud crabs. Alright, let's get him. We'll climb up here on the hill, where it's safer. Because, you know, I'm terrified of mud crabs. They'll mess you up, man, if you're not careful, especially earlier in the game. Got a feeling there's another one hiding somewhere. Yeah! You think you're going, Junior? Gotta grab these Lunamoths while I can. They're only out for a few hours. Damn things try to get away from me. Nobody gets away. So this is a giant mud crab shell right here. It's kind of cool. If you go do that quest for Froki, he sends you over here to kill the mud crab. I don't know what you call that thing. The mud crab spirit or whatever. It's part of his little quest. Whoa! Hello. Who's your daddy, huh? Snake Daddy. That's right, Snake Daddy. Should have known there was another one hiding somewhere. I bet all the petties are filled by now. Yeah, we're starting to fill the lessers. That's fine, though. That is okay. We still have 50 lessers. It's going to take a while to fill all those. Alright, what was I doing? I was talking about, oh, shield, any shield enchantment, which is great. So, well, let me get back to spellcrafting now. That's something that was in Morrowind, it was in Oblivion, and they did not include it in Skyrim, and I'm still trying to figure out why. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about that lately. Why wouldn't they include it? And I've come to the conclusion that it's one of three possibilities. So, in the order of least likely to most likely, I think the least likely reason they did not include it was because of a time crunch, right? They had a release date, 11/11/11. So maybe they put that off for a little bit, and then time is getting close, and they're like, oh crap, we better hurry up and get this done. And then realize that, hey, this process is going to take a little bit longer than we expected. We might not be able to get it all done in time. Well, let's just go with regular spells and not have spell crafting. That's a possibility. Come on. Keep coming. You're feeling squirrely. Yeah. Run, fat ass. One dwarven suppository coming up. Well, that wasn't exactly a suppository position, but, you know, whatever. Told you I'm a sick puppy. What is our weight getting to be? 362. Okay. There's usually a couple of deer hanging out over here. Yep. First victim. Oh. He's trying to run up the hillside. One dwarven suppository. Where are you? Got him. Ah, robbed. Absolutely got robbed. Okay, this might be one of those cases where it's an LOD thing. Another dwarven suppository. Man, I need help. Where did the first one go? Who cares? Well, I can say one thing. I'm not as accurate with this bow as I am with the heavier bows, even though this is kind of a heavy bow. I mean, it's got a weight of 18. That's pretty heavy, but it's got it has a trajectory of a light bow. So I don't get that. Hey, there might be some stuff over here. Flawless amethyst, salt pile. Yeah, I'll be taking that. I read the book. You can keep it. Nope, that's a bush. Oh, yeah. Kind of lost my train of thought there. So, one reason they may not have included spell crafting is just time limitations. You know, they set a release date. That day was getting close. Had to do something, so they said, well, let's just go with regular spells. Might also explain why there's a limited number of spells, but I think, I mean, in comparison to Oblivion, but I think that's probably the least likely possibility. The next possibility is, hey, stupid, right between the eyes. Now, see, that was right there. Look at that. Come on, lift your head up, dumbass. Right between the eyes. What did I say? Look at that. Now you go ahead and keep that arrow as a souvenir. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I think this is, yeah. I'm not going to mess with these guys. Not this time. Let's go around. Alright, so the second possible reason they did not include spellcrafting is, what was it? I had all this worked out at one time. Where's that damn giant? Sounds close. Oh, now I'm drawing a blank. I had this all worked out in my head. Uh, Give me a second here. I'll remember it. Okay, I remember. Um, Lazy. They got a little lazy. I don't think I don't know. Maybe the lazy and the time constraints, you could swap those back and forth as far as what's, most or least likely between them. But that's another one. They just, hey, setting that thing up from what the Sky Oblivion folks are saying, it's a little complex. So maybe getting that to work. They said, you know what, this is complicated. It's, let's just make a set number of spells and call it a day. Ooh, werewolf. Farmer, huh? It says you're a farmer. Get up, man. You're alright. Oh, robbed. Really? So you gonna transform back after dying? Nope. Raw beef. Well, it's not every day you run into a werewolf. But see, I'm a vampire, and in that battle, you lose. Of course, I just shot him with a bow. I didn't actually use any vampiric powers. Alright, so second possibility. Maybe they just said, hey, it's complex to implement it and get it all up and running, so let's just not even bother. It's possible. I don't want to think that might be a reason why, but I mean, we can't rule that out. But the most likely reason is yeah. I think the most likely reason they didn't include it is because learning that whole bit, the spell crafting, how to get access to spell crafting, and the process of crafting your own spells and knowing what to make and all that, it's a little complex. And I've read some stuff on Reddit where people are like, man, I can't get the hang of this, and I just didn't bother because it looks so complicated. So maybe, here you go, Dwarven Suppository. Did you think I was joking? So maybe they just removed it to make things less complicated. And, to make it where it's more... what's the word? I guess, I don't want to say they dumbed it down, but, I mean, I guess you could make that argument, but I'm thinking those look like hellhounds. Which means there's probably a vampire around here somewhere. Yeah, or deathhounds, okay. Damn it. Really, sneak attack doesn't kill them. These things don't have a whole hell of a lot of health. Balls. Well, that one was a wolf. Three up, three down. Who's your daddy, huh? Snake daddy. That's right, asshole. Snake daddy. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So the wolf was hanging out with the death hounds. I guess it's a dog thingy. Alright, so where's the vampire that usually is with these? There's got to be a vampire around here somewhere. These things don't usually just appear by themselves. Oh, I guess maybe they did. There's a rabbit over there. Don't care. I'm not wasting arrows on a rabbit. But I think there's a deer on the other side of this thing. Nope. I thought I saw something moving over here. So I think what they were trying to do there is to make it more, I guess, I don't know if accessible is the right word, but to make it less complicated to appeal to a broader customer base. And, well, you know, when you look at the sales figures, it kind of backs that up. It is the most popular selling Elder Scrolls game by a long shot. Where the heck is the skeletons that hang out here? Huh. Somebody must have whacked him. Pretty sure I've read this book. And I think it's a conjuration book anyway, but we just got... Huh. I thought for sure I'd been here once before and already read that book. I could have done that instead of soul trapping the snot out of that deer. There's usually a saber cat that hangs out around here. One time, my last playthrough, it was sitting there. It was laying here on the ground with its feet crossed, just cooling by itself, and I walked right up next to it. And then all of a sudden, it was like, "Oh, hey!" That was kind of strange. I mean, you know, it was like right here, and I walked right up on it. And I wasn't sneaking or anything. It didn't even know I was there. Then I took another step closer to it, and it finally realized, you know, time to attack. So yeah, I think the reason they got rid of that, or did not include spell crafting, is because it was a little, I don't know if it's cumbersome, but a little complicated, and there may have been some users that just turned off by it, and yeah, I knew that one missed. Guilty animal. But again, the sales figures show it. I think there's like 65 million copies sold. And Oblivion had a little over 9.5 million. So you can't argue with those numbers, but that might support my theory that they streamlined the game in a way to make it appeal to more people. I guess is kind of the way of saying it. I still wish they had it in there though, because it's man, it's just so much fun when you can make all your own stuff. And it'll make it easy to get to spellcrafting. You have to get access to the Arcane University, and you can't just walk in there. First, you have to join the Mages Guild, which is no big deal. Just go into any guild hall and I want to join the Mages Guild. But in order to get access to the Arcane University, you have to get recommendations from all the guild. Oh, look, it's our friends. What you heard was your ass getting shot with a dwarven, getting a dwarven suppository. I could summon a creature. Could.
Is someone there?
Over there by the rocks. Can't believe I'm missing this. Still missing.
Someone there? Dragonborn, come soon. Find them.
What was that?
Okay. Let's try, since my aim sucks. Come on. Drop those wards. Did I ought to get him going?
We shall clear the way for the coming of the true.
The truth will return to this world soon, and all will be judged.
Alright, well, I guess if we're going to be using shock, we'll do that. Let's see, let's get a little magic regen potion.
Your blood will find them.
There we go.
By the world from Mirak's return.
Oh, well, you guys are busy doing that.
We shall clear the way for the coming of the true.
Your fault grows now.
Let's see. They're still going at it over there. Let me have, let's see. I got Dread Zombie on 6. Get Frenzy on 4 again, and do I want Dread Zombie or do I want... I'm not sure I hotkeyed this one. Just in case. Manny Marco's gift, because I have a feeling,
Purify the world. Find them. I knew it.
you knew nothing. Okay, it looks like they got one of them. Let's see if we can find them.
Your blood will flow in Mirak's name.
I'm just totally ignoring them. Well, I think he killed one of them, but I don't know where he is. Oh wait, no, they're all still alive. What did I have in the left hand? I don't know.
Cannot escape Mirak's sight.
I'm really prolonging this much longer than I need to. But let me have some fun messing with him. Uh-oh. Alright, now we're gonna have a problem. Sun's coming up.
Yeah! Ah! Yeah! 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 I shall not fall. I will purify the world. Mirak's return.
Alright, now I still didn't hotkey it. Well, let's try Dread Zombie. Alright. I see your stupid head.
I shall not fall.
Well, that hurt, didn't it?
Your false reign ends now. Your soul belongs to Mirak.
Okay, come get it.
You won't win.
I don't know about that.
Offering to the master.
Yeah!
We shall clear the way for the coming true dragon.
Good enough.
What were you saying? Just taking all your stuff. Where did the other one go? Okay, I drugged that out way longer than necessary, but I just felt like screwing with him a little bit. Your services are no longer required. Ah, I'm not grabbing all that. Well, I don't know what happened to the other one, but that's fine. That was kind of nice. That's a good way to end the episode. Whacking these guys. Wait a minute. Is that him? Nope. Do I have detect dead? Yes, I do. Oh, you're the one I got before. Oh, I wonder where he is. Unless he's still alive somewhere. Huh. You knew nothing. Alright, I got something for you. Let's see. What do we want to unleash on this guy? Blaze is always fun. Let's see. We could do... Let's start small. Let's try... Let's try the Devil Dog first. See what he can do with that.
Your blood will flow in Mirak's name. I shall not fall.
You're really having a hard time with that thing, aren't you?
We shall clear the way for the coming of the true dragonborn.
My dog is kicking your ass, man. Should we use marked for death or just keep setting them on fire? We'll try a little marked for death here. Oh, he blocked it. Turd. And there's no way you're gonna get past my my flaming familiar. You can't handle that one. More fire.
Your false train ends now. Your blood will flow.
Shut up.
Enough!
That's right, little buddy. Gonna leave him there butt naked, right? Alright, this episode went on way excuse me, way longer than I anticipated. Jeez, it's almost an hour and a half. I was expecting this to be maybe 35, 40 minutes. Maybe I'll make this a two-parter. Anyway, I think we filled enough soul gems for one trip. So on that note, it was a successful hunt. Talked about some interesting things, filled lots of soul gems, and beat up some cultists. So it's a hell of a way to end the episode. Ain't that right, buddy? Alright. That's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. And I'll see you next episode. And actually, I'm not even sure when I'm going to upload this episode. Oh, I did say I was going to add one more thing. That's it for this, but I'm going to add in that little clip of the dragon fight if you want to watch it. If not, you can skip it. It's just, you know, between me and my summons, we kind of whooped its ass pretty bad. So if you want to watch that, you can. If not, I'll see you next time.